Welcome to the space for transformational leaders to unleash their magic, see better client results, work lighter, and live source. Hi, I'm Darla, and I run a business helping magical people to access their soft skills and use them to lead their companies and to change lives. Now, this wasn't really a predictable path for me. As an engineer, I was really used to using numbers and logic to help me make my decisions. And it really took something, a transformation, if you will, for me to begin to trust my inner knowing or my intuition as a viable and valid path forward. Let me take you back. As a kid, I really was always more into the soft skills. I was what was called a peer helper in my school. We mentored younger students to help them, feel confident and self-expressed in elementary school. These were things I did naturally as a part of my expression. But I went to school for engineering because I was good at math and science, and my math teacher said, if you can, you should be an engineer because you'll make a lot of money. And in my mind, I wanted to make a lot of money. I grew up in a small town. I didn't have a lot of opportunities or see a lot of people with a lot of resources. And I felt I needed to get out of there and to have some resources to be able to do what I wanted in life. So I heard, use math and science and make a lot of money. And that's what I did. So I went on to become an engineer. I got a job at Proctor and Gamble, and I was having a great time doing this work until I learned about coaching, but that's for another story. And I remember at one of my reviews with my boss, and it was actually the review, I was a couple years in, and I got promoted that year to senior engineer. So it was a good review, but here's what stood out to me. He said to me, your soft skills are great, Darla, but they'll only get you so far here. Your soft skills are great, Darla, but they'll only get you so far here. And I remember there was a part of me that thought, well, that's bullshit, right? My soft skills were the thing that were getting me promoted because I was doing consumer research where I was out in the field, interviewing customers, understanding what they liked and what they didn't about our products. And I was able to put those threads together, which in our world today, we call this recognition magic. But I was able to really feel in compassion magic to what they were feeling and what the energy was behind what they were really saying. And I was able to make connections between these things I was hearing in the grocery store and in a customer's home and when they would come in to taste products and all of that. I was able to put these pieces together to create the insights that were driving our innovation, right? And that was not valued. He was basically directly saying to me, in order to continue to get promoted, you need to go work in a lab as a chemical engineer, which is my degree. Now, does this make any sense? In order to be the person who is the leader of the people, you have to tone down your soft skills and amp up your ability to work in a lab with chemicals. Doesn't make a lot of sense, but that was the company line. Right? Your soft skills will only get you so far here. Now, part of me said bullshit, but there was a part of me that believed him. There was a part of me that believed him and felt like as I eventually left corporate, I got trained as a coach, began working in this field, there was a part of me that felt like that's less valuable than the technical stuff I was doing. In fact, I was pretty sure that I was going to have to cut back my spending and live in poverty to do what I loved. And I'm wondering if anybody else watching this has ever felt that way, that your soft skills are great, but you have to tone them down in order to do what you love. Well, I want you to know it's 13 plus years in business for me, marketing my soft skills and helping other people to develop their soft skills. And if we look around the world right now at the level of technology and, kids text each other when they're sitting right next to one another. Your soft skills are only going to become more and more valuable. And especially as we get to a place where media is so fragmented, there is not one central source that everybody trusts telling us what we should or shouldn't do. Our ability to hear our inner knowing, our intuition, and to discern what's right and true for us is only going to become more and more important. So if you've ever had the thought that your soft skills were not enough, it's taken me some time and a few transformations to get to the place where I know there is nothing more valuable. And I want you to know that too. I think we'll probably put the link to our quiz under this video if you want to find out about how your inner knowing or your magic works. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.